Good morning, warriors.
Good morning, Mr. Lockyer.
How are you?
Better than I deserve.
Please join me in the pledge to the Bible. I pledge allegiance to the Bible, God's holy word. I will make it a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. I will hide its words in my heart, that I might not sin against God. Join me in the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We've been working through our catechism, and this week we'll be adding a new one. So let's see how we're doing on a Tuesday morning. Who made you?
God made me.
What else did God make? Why did God make you and all things?
For his own glory.
How can you glorify God?
By loving him and doing what he commands.
Why are you to glorify God?
Because he made me and takes care of me.
Is there more than one true God?
No, there is only one true God.
And how many persons does this one God exist?
In 3 persons.
Name these 3 persons. What is God?
God is a spirit and does not have a body like man.
God is a spirit and does not have a body like men. So let's try it again. What is God?
God is a spirit and does not have a body like man.
And then catechism question number 10. Where is God? And you will say God is... Guess Kinder, God, way to go. So God is everywhere. So I'll say, what is God? And you'll say, God is everywhere. So let's try it. Where is God? God is everywhere. Excellent. We're also working through some of the things that make school a better place. And this is a good reminder of lines. Leave it. When you blow it. Did you find something? Hustle. Be a truth teller. If you fall down. No. Never. And the one that we're going to learn this week is, I will say, those who are faithful with little, and you will say, will be faithful with much. So I'll say, those who are faithful with little, and you will say, will be faithful with much. Let's try it. Those who are faithful with little will be faithful with much. What is that talking about? What is that talking about? Those who are faithful with little will be faithful with much. What in the world is that talking about? What is that talking about? Matthew, what is it talking about? Okay, those who have a little bit of stuff and are faithful with it will be faithful with much. What else? What does that mean? 6th graders, I'm looking at you. Those who are faithful with little will be faithful with much. Jackson, I'm looking at you, man. What does it mean? Be loud and proud. Possibly. Alexander, help him out. Yeah, excellent. So when God gives you little things to work on, like small things to take care of, and if you're faithful with those things, when God gives you big things to take care of, you'll be faithful with that. So right now, a lot of us have little things to take care of. Take care of ourselves, we take care of our schoolwork, our homework. You know, we don't have big things so that we don't have jobs, we don't have families, we're not married. But if we're faithful in the things that God's asked us to do right here and now, and we do those things diligently and we work hard, not for the praise of men, but for praise of God, when God gives you bigger responsibilities and more things to do, you'll be faithful with that and be able to do those things to his glory. So it's a good reminder that even though school seems like sometimes it's hard, sometimes it doesn't matter, it does matter because God's given you little things to be faithful with because you're practicing for when God gives you big things to do, and you'll be faithful to him with those big things. So it's a good reminder, especially as we get back into the second quarter. We're working on our hymn. It's a new hymn of He Leadeth Me. And this is a good hymn in regards to what we just talked about. We've been looking at the second verse where I said the verse is sometimes where Eden's bowers bloom. Does anyone remember what we talked about? What is Eden's bowers bloom? What is that talking about? Eden's bowers blooming. Luke, what is Eden's bowers blooming? What is it talking about? You have to be loud and proud. Right, yeah. So think of a big tree or vine with flowers on it. And what happens if there's a big tree and flowers on a hot day, Micah? Yeah, it's a nice, cool, shady place. So the second verse is contrasting the things that happen in life, and it's using word pictures. So it says, mid scenes of deepest gloom. So gloom, things that are dark and scary, right? Mid scenes of that. So you have this dark, gloomy place, and then you have a nice, cool, shady place. And then it says by waters calm or troubled seas. So you have calm water or really bumpy, troubled seas. Still 'tis his hand that leadeth me. So it's talking about in good times and in bad times, God is leading us through. So in both the good and the bad and everything in between, that he leadeth me. So let's do the chorus. Let's work on the hand motions for the chorus. So it's he leadeth me, by his own hand he leadeth me, his faithful follower I would be, for by his hand he leadeth me. I think we can do all 4 verses. Those who are faithful with little, so let's be faithful followers today. The Lord be with you.
You shall go out with joy and be led forth with peace. The mountains and the hills shall bring